Hey guys, I want to tell you about some things that I did in my past that led me to lending. Because I've talked to a lot of people about this. I don't think I've ever done a video talking about the skill sets that it takes to be a loan officer. And in the previous jobs that I had that actually brought me into this career and have uh, given me the ability to be able to help a lot of people and be really valuable to real estate agents and to clients alike. When I got out of school, I sold heart attack cancer policies door to door for 2 months. And it freaked me out. And I had sales resistance to myself. So I stopped, and it's the only thing I've ever quit in my life. I started working at a trucking company, and I managed 50 truck drivers for 2 years. I had truck drivers all over the United States that were trying to get to different places, and you had to get them to home time, and we couldn't deadhead too far, and all this other trucking terminology that you don't care about. How that applies is loans are logistics. Trying to get things from point A to point B and making sure it's efficient and making sure that you're managing your day. Loans are logistics. Next thing I did was I worked at Unum, a really big insurance company, as an underwriter for 7 years. You can imagine how the skill sets of an underwriter would be helpful inside the world of lending. A lot of times, all this stuff is thrown at us, and we have to figure out how to put it into place and make sure we have the approvals before we go push forward and say, oh, yeah, you can make the sale on the underwriting product, in the insurance world, or you can go make an offer on a house. The last thing that's been really helpful is I was a professional soccer referee for a really long time. I ended up being a national assistant referee. I was, had these short shorts and held a flag and ran around and put it up in the air and stuff. And how that helped is, there were 9, 10 different assigners that I had that used all different assigning systems. I had to make sure that I made all of them happy and I managed my calendar like crazy. So managing the calendar today is super important to make sure you're calling people when you said you're going to call them, making sure that you're showing up to appointments, and making sure that you have other people hold you accountable to that. So that's my journey, and it's led me to be able to help 450 plus families over the past 4 years of being in lending. And I hope that if you're a person that even considers wanting to come into this world, talk to me. I'd love to give you insight on what I think makes people successful. So hopefully that's helpful. See you soon.